think I
Man,
might have loosely spoiled myself on it, but I think I don't know
honestly,
enough to
it's
be sure.
but the cinematography in that movie is like fucking top notch. But like
Dude, the
everything about the
cinema's
movie
so
is
Who is it?
back. Cinema's so back.
It's Deakins. It's Deakins, the guy who does all Villain the Wave and stuff. The guy's won like 3 Oscars already and everything. Roger Deakins. Yeah, it's the movie's incredible though. It's not like your typical like sci-fi alien movie either. It's very unique. It's about linguistic. Like
Yeah,
she's like a linguistic in the movie.
they're
That's
trying to
like
like
it's
they're trying to
under
understand.
what the aliens are saying and everything, and the aliens come to Earth and like
Oh,
it's Jeremy
okay.
Renner's in it too.
I feel like I may have accidentally turned on the end to this movie, but I don't remember what it was.
It probably
'Cause I
wouldn't
feel
make
like I
sense,
remember Amy Adams. It's Amy Adams, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like I remember her. Like, yeah, some weird shot of like her in a field.
Oh no, that's from the DCEU.
No, that's
Oh
interesting.
I
yeah.
thought Brian was gonna make like a clever joke, like no, that was from Contact.
I mean, to be fair, Amy Adams in a field with an alien.
Yes,
Talk about it.
So,
It is from the
so
DC.
bang, your boy, clever. There also is a
about,
shot
like-
of them in a field in one of those movies I saw. I didn't see.
She's
I don't think I saw BVS. I think I saw Justice League. I don't know. I saw it with the two of you.
Justice League.
she's actually a great actress, but like she was the biggest miscast for Lois
Lois
Lane
Lane.
ever. Like it just didn't make it. Like it was just blah.
I wouldn't call it
There
miscast.
was zero.
It
There was zero
definitely
chemistry between the two of them.
misused.
Yeah, like
It was yeah.
Like the character was just misused
Yeah.
in general.
Anyways, if you can't tell by our
Like
ramblings,
most of those characters were misused.
oh yeah.
Fair.
our ramblings about films off the bat here. This is, of course, a PTC Movie Club episode. But before we get into that, welcome everyone to the Pest Control Podcast, a show where a couple of best friends talk about the latest in video games and nerd culture. Sometimes we have guests, sometimes we talk about the DCEU too much. Either way, we have a new episode for you each and every week. As always, of course, I am your host, Brenden Groom. Joining me on this lovely Saturday evening is the anime senpai himself, Mr. Michael Desir. Mike, how are you tonight?
I forgot to ask, Todd, I don't think you'd want to go, but, and not to date this episode too much, would you want to go to the Salem Horror Fest?
What's there? I mean,
I don't know.
probably.
I think they're
If I
showing
was
horror
able to go to
movies. Okay.
Um,
'cause-
yeah,
shit.
it's all dependent on
I think
Amanda's
this
schedule.
weekend's the last weekend. So
Oh,
it's like,
okay.
it's just tomorrow. Because I
Yeah.
won 2 tickets to the thing, but
Damn it.
I realized very
Amanda's,
soon after, it's like,
amid-
I don't want to see any horror movies.
She's working all day tomorrow, 10 to 9, so I wouldn't be able to do it.
How the fuck did you
I didn't
win
even know
2
that was a
things to
thing.
that, Mike? Where did you go that you won tickets to that?
I did musical bingo at Bit Bar the other day.
Oh, okay. Look at you. Look at you.
How is BitBar these days? I haven't been to the new BitBar location.
It's a bigger location. They can put more.
Do people
things in it.
play? Do people play the Killer Queen Black there? Do you ever see people on
I
there?
never see anyone playing it.
God damn it!
We could go there and run shit.
Yes,
We'll fucking
absolutely.
wreck that.
I'm still mad they closed that shit down on servers.
Yeah. It's a sad day. Also joining us tonight, of course, is the Oculus dad. I don't know, the virtual reality dad, Todd Gary. Todd, how are you doing tonight?
I'm good. I haven't played Oculus in a fucking week since all these games came out.
I come up with a new name for you and you fucking stop playing.
That's
it.
why I was shaking
Breachers
my head.
is
Like,
dead. Mike, that's why I didn't buy Breachers.
I'm actually charging. I'm charging it right now because I wanted to play tonight.
This fucking guy. And then rounding us off tonight, of course, is the Disney daddy himself, Mr. Dominic 40. Dom, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing well.
Oh, okay. All right. Normally he's just here. Now he's doing well. I'm feeling fucking hitting the ground.
He's been playing that Survivor. He's
Real
good.
Survivor.
His Star Wars weekend for Dom, so that's a big deal. It's a big deal in the 40 household. Anyways, before we get into tonight's episode, which is, of course, as I had alluded to at the front, is a PTC Movie Club episode. So if you have not watched Mike's pick for April, which is A Scanner Darkly, this is your, one of your final chances to back out of this episode, as we will talk about that in just a moment. A couple of housekeeping things. This episode, of course, sponsored by our good friends at Goodnight Fatty. If you're in the Salem, Massachusetts area or the North Shore of Massachusetts on a Friday, Saturday, Sunday evening and you want yourself something hot, something sweet, something tasty, something fresh out of the oven, you can head on down to 1 Washington Square and get yourself a delicious fatty. And if you're unaware of what a fatty is, you can check them out on social media at Goodnight Fatty and educate yourself on these delicious scrumdiddlyumptious treats. Anyways, a couple other housekeeping things. We got a code for Jedi Survivor a little late, so we will have some stuff up soonish, but not yet. So we'll have some things. We do have the first hour of the game up on our YouTube channel, so if you want to see me play through the first hour of the game, there'll be that. But I'm sure we'll have some other things coming down, probably a dedicated podcast episode.
And that first hour is so fucking good.
First hour is so good. First hour is so
good.
That like when I turned that game on, it was like, shit, I'm not going to bed tonight. I'm fucking playing this for a bit.
I was what's the guy who's kind of like the Mandalorian that's like with you from the beginning? Like he's got the jetpack and everything. Like
BD1.
Bode.
Yeah. Bode, yeah. Like I've read something that says like you're gonna really like him like towards the end of the game. I already liked him right out of the gate. I'm like, oh, cool, I like the new character, you know?
Yeah. Right, well, fucking spoilers.
Oh yeah. I like a character. You meet in the first 5 minutes.
He's in all the trailers.
Yeah. Oh, is he?
Yeah,
I don't even know.
Bode is in every trailer, I'm pretty sure.
I did not know that.
That was like when they first started showing gameplay, he was like the first thing they showed, and they're like,
I don't remember that. Anyway, so yeah, we're playing that, and then we are also playing something else that we cannot talk about just yet, but you can look forward to some stuff coming soon on that. I also made a silly video making a cocktail for Jedi Survivor, and that's up, and people seem to love that. So there's another one of those coming on this week too. So look forward to that. Probably do some more of those going forward. Anyways, I think that's it for housekeeping. We can usher right into the PTC Movie Club discussion. Of course, this means that May is the next movie, and it is my pick. And I have a list of movies here that I haven't fully decided on yet. So either by the end of this episode, I will pick one, or I will put up a poll that will run until the next episode of the podcast. So you can look for that poll over on our Twitter at PassController and cast your vote. If it ends up going to a Twitter poll, it might just get decided. We'll see. I'm gonna, mull over these things I have written down. Anyways, A Scanner Darkly. As we do with all these episodes, what do we think, Mike? It's your pick. Tomato meter, audience score.
Great question. Let's say, I want to say that's probably low, based off of nothing other than I don't think anybody talks about this movie, so I feel like people don't really care about it.
Oh, do people not read books, Mike?
They don't. America's dumb.
they definitely. Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, 100%.
America's fucking
With Mike on that.
stupid. So let's say like critic. I feel like this might be a case where the critic is a little bit lower than the audience.
Oh, so I think the other way.
You think the other way? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say 75, 65.
Okay.
Fuck, you took
Todd,
my
what do you got?
audience.
Todd? What do you got?
I'm gonna say 78, and he took my audience score, so I'm gonna say 63.
Okay. Dom, where you at?
I'm gonna say 70, 60.
And with a tomato of 68, Dom is the closest, and an audience of 74, Mike is the closest.
Oh, I totally thought that was reverse. I feel like this is a movie that people would like be like, what the fuck is going on here?
I think this, and we'll get into it when we get into it, I think this movie may have potentially suffered for its animation style. Maybe? I don't know. I don't know if that was a detriment to the movie when it came out.
I think it definitely would be off-putting to some people, 100%. But I think that trying to do like the hallucinate like stuff, like I feel like you couldn't have done it any other way.
Because the movie is like the subject matter of the movie. I feel like it did fit the subject matter of the movie, but I also personally didn't really care for the animation. It probably bothered me more than I liked it, and maybe
I loved the concept of it.
Yeah, the idea. I
And,
looked into how they made it,
and like still shots, like it looks like a pretty film. But watching this movie, it was like doing something to my head. Like I like.
Oh really?
I kept like having to like stop and because like I don't know, it was like messing with my eyes.
Yeah, I agree with you. Like it was. I feel like maybe at the time because we like animation, I think we may have enjoyed it more. But I feel like it's definitely doesn't seem like it aged that well either.
Yeah, I forgot to consider that because this movie came out like 2006.
2006, yes.
Yeah, I forgot.
I
to
dug the
think
animation.
about
I
that.
kind of really liked it.
I like the idea.
Yeah, I wanted to like it more because I feel like there were definitely points of this where I was like, I feel like I've played this game. Like I feel like I've played this game somehow.
Is this the Wind Waker of movies? Dare I say? I don't know.
I mean, you can dare to say that.
And Wind Waker wishes it was this movie.
Oh, okay. So I struggled to find the budget of this film, so we're gonna not have that information for you. But this 2006 rated R Warner Independent Pictures hour and 40-minute action animated comedy crime drama mystery sci-fi thriller. What was the worldwide gross? Mike, it's your pick.
Worldwide?
I mean, do you want to do domestic? Like, is that gonna help you if you do
It's not
one?
gonna help me. It's not gonna help me, but I feel like it's gonna be low.
We
and I'm
always
trying
do
to think.
worldwide. We don't.
I know.
I don't know why you're
I'm
so
just
off-put by that.
well, I guess without the budget, I can't. Like, I want to say something like, 20 mil, but
All right, hold on.
I don't
Let me see
know
if I can.
No, don't worry about it. I'll just say 20
okay.
mil. I'll say 20 mil. I think I'm okay with that.
Here, Mike, I will allow you to re-guess if you like. According to the Wikipedia page, which I don't take that as you will. I guess it says it here on okay. The budget was about 8.7 million for this film. So if you want to adjust your guess, feel free.
15.
He made it lower. Okay. Todd.
I was gonna say 8 million. So I don't think this movie did well at all. I'm going with
So
8
you're gonna
million
say
domestic.
it just made right below its budget?
Yep.
Dom?
I mean, if everybody else is doing that, I'm going 10. I'm splitting the diff.
All right.
Oh, you piece of shit.
Todd almost hit it on the head. It did 7.6 million.
Oh,
It did
let's
not
go.
even make its budget back. So
Yeah.
not a great hit for Richard Linklater.
What year
yeah,
was this? 2006?
2006.
Yeah. So it was right
And
before
Iron Man was 2008.
Yeah, it was right before Iron Man. I was gonna say this is like the comeback.
Keanu wasn't back.
No,
And
exactly.
mean the
That's what I'm
Winona
saying.
wasn't back.
Matrix
Yeah.
was 2005. Matrix Revolutions was
And
2005.
Woody Harrelson has always been slept on, but like people know he's a good actor, but like he's always been slept on. But
I'm telling you, I think
Everybody
the
before there were
animation,
redemption stories.
I-
When was Kingpin?
not even animation style. I just think that because it was an
Animation in
film,
general,
that
yes,
hurt the
100%.
film because I think people,
Yeah.
there are just people that write animation off for whatever
100%.
reason.
And it was R-rated, right? It's R-rated.
R-rated,
It was
which does-
R-rated,
you know,
and
obviously
like
hurts
I
it
know
too.
it's based off of a book, but I don't know if people are familiar with the book, and I don't think people
Yeah.
really knew what the movie was about. I honestly 2006.
I don't know if I still know what the movie is about.
2006. I don't know what I was a high school. I know I was a junior, but I was already suffering through senioritis. But I think I would have been dialed in enough to remember films coming out. I don't remember this movie coming out.
Amanda and I saw it in the
I
theater,
remember
so
this
she
movie.
reminded me. Like I knew I saw it in the theater, but Amanda actually saw it too, because she remembered going to see this. Which is just weird that I got Amanda to see that when she was probably like 21.
I wish I had read the book first.
Yeah, me too.
The book is so and again, as someone who didn't read the book, I'm just gonna assume that there are like a few moments in the movie where there are definitely long monologues, and I would have to imagine that's probably just dialogue from the book. And if like those are like dialogue from the book, I'm like, oh, the book's probably really good because like
No,
some-
I read.
It's a Philip K. Dick book. I mean, it's probably really good.
yeah. So overall premise of the movie, I think for the most part it sticks from what I was reading when I looked up like if there were a lot of differences between the book and the movie. It seems like it sticks to it pretty closely. There might be some minor changes. I'm sure there's more things that happen in the book because the book's probably longer, I would imagine. But in the near future, which I don't know if the movie says what year it takes place.
The movie
7
just
years
says 7
from
years.
today.
7 years from today. That's all it says.
Interesting, which is probably better for the movie because I think the book says it takes place in 1994 or something, which obviously is not the near future anymore. But it was when the book came out because I think the book came out in 1977. I think is what it said. Which I don't know a lot about.
I bought the book.
Okay. Before or
I bought
after
the
you
book.
watched this?
Before I watched it.
Okay. Because
But
Mike
it was
picked
like,
it, or
yeah,
okay.
yes.
I
I
don't know
didn't
much
think I
about.
had enough time to read it, but
I don't know much about Philip K. Dick. I don't think I've ever read a Philip K. Dick book either. But
I don't think you've read a book. Period.
do androids
no,
dream
you
of
don't.
electric sheep?
I think that was him.
It was.
Okay.
I think he asked if you read it, Mike.
No, if I read it?
No, I was just asking the question.
Oh.
Okay.
Wait, he did The Man in the High Castle too, Philip.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
I should watch that show.
Yeah,
Anyway,
it's
go on,
supposed to
Brenden.
be really good.
With the thing.
So I don't know a lot about that author, but what I did read a little bit about him during his life, I think during the time around him writing this book or whatever, it seems like some of these things in the book are slightly
He was like a drug addict
autobiographical.
back then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like he's definitely pulling from his life experience writing this because apparently his wife left him, which I didn't do a deep dive, so I don't know why his wife left him. I was reading like about the movie and the book basically, and basically he was like, the thing I was reading kept saying he invited street people to come live with him, which then introduced him to drugs, and then he went down that path of his life.
This was his like Hunter S. Tom is it Thompson? I forget what his name is. His Fear and Loathing book. Like
Thompson.
This is basically like that. Fear and Loathing is basically like Hunter's fucking binge on drugs and everything. And I feel like from what I was reading, this was his too.
So yeah, it follows which I think might be one of the worst names in the fucking planet for like a movie or something. Robert Actor. Like I kept like in my head every time he said it, I was like, is he just saying my name's Robert Actor? Like this is so fucking stupid. I mean, again, I'll preface again. We're gonna go into spoilers all over the place, so if you don't want to have the spoil for you, but I wasn't expecting all the twists. Like there were a lot of twists in
Good twists too.
What's up?
I said like really good twists too.
Yeah, like
I
didn't see them coming. Like I didn't see some of them coming. What were you saying, Mike?
I'm trying to think of what the twists were. Like there was only one twist that I figured in my head. The only twist that I was trying to prepare myself for was who Bob's boss was. Who I think Bob was Fred, and the other one was Hank.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Correct.
Hank. So I was thinking to myself, like, all right, who's Hank going to be? At some point, we're probably going to find out Hank is somebody else who's also connected to them.
I figured that out pretty early on.
Yeah, I
same.
figured
And
it
I
was
was-
Donna from an early point, or that's just where I landed. I didn't like know for sure,
Yeah.
but that didn't
I
surprise
figured
me.
it was either Donna. I ruled out the first guy that we ever see, the one that like saw the bugs crawling.
Yeah, I forget his name.
I ruled him out because I'm like, oh, this guy's clearly off his rocker. So I kept considering maybe it's Woody Harrelson's character because he's just around.
Right. He doesn't even get like closure towards the end either.
He
does
doesn't.
Yeah, he gets
No,
like he's
he-
just kind of.
I think in the book there's a little bit more closure. You're talking about Neo.
Woody Harrelson's character.
Oh, him. I don't know. What happens
blonde
to him.
hair.
What happens to him after he chokes in the kitchen? Doesn't he just leave? Isn't that his last scene?
He
I
like
think
fights
so.
with Robert Downey Jr.'s character.
Yeah,
and
but
then-
that's his last
then
scene, right?
that's
He's
it.
gone
That's
after
it.
that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it.
I did feel like the end of the movie kind of like rushed through stuff. I feel like it kind of just like cramped everything together.
I'm kind of glad with that though. This is like goes back to my like short movies, man. Give me like short movies that make
It was like
sense.
2 hours
and, like,
long.
No, it's only
It
an
was
hour
like
and
an
a
hour and a half.
No, it was probably like
Yeah,
an hour
I
and
swear.
50 minutes. No.
I
It's
think,
like
it
an
was,
hour.
I think it was 90 minutes.
It might be an hour and 20 because like the
Hour
credits
40
and everything.
maybe?
Hour and 40.
Yeah.
Steal me of my 10 minutes. I said an hour and 50. That's credits. That's what it is. Whenever we pick a movie, and I actually honestly probably almost any movie, as soon as the movie starts, I press pause because I want to see how
Where
long
you're
the
at.
running time is.
Yeah.
So it was probably like an hour and 50 with
That's why
credits.
Brendan's not good at watching movies.
Because I
He goes
want to know
he
how
goes
long
into
it
the
is.
theater and he's like, "How long is this fucking movie
Yeah,
gonna be?"
that's what it is. So yeah, I mean we're kind of like jumping all over the place. I feel like we've all taken fucking Special D or whatever the fuck it's called. What is it called?
Substance D.
Substance D.
Death.
Yeah.
Yes, Death, Big D.
I think they could have come up with a better nick. Like even now, we come up with better names, street names for our drugs. Substance D, we could come up with a better name.
I like it. I love it. I love that it's just called death. It's like Substance D. And these fucking people still all take it.
Like,
Did it
you
have a
know,
proper name in the movie at all? Like, did it have like a pharmaceutical name or like a medical, like scientific
no,
name?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Like it's so addictive that these fuckers know that it's gonna like split their brain, and they're just like, we're gonna fucking take it. Every how much you taking? A little bit. Every single answer. Every
Yeah.
person
Well,
answers that. It's like a
that's
little
the
bit.
thing. Like, I feel like from the beginning, I feel like the way the movie sets itself up is like, yeah, it seems like everyone's somehow in. Like, it seems like there's a lot of like streams getting mixed where it's like,
Yeah.
how much is the government involved in this? How much is like, other things involved in this? But I feel like we're jumping all over the place. So we'll reel it back for a second. How do we all overall feel about the film? Mike, it's your pick. So is this everyone's first time watching it besides Todd apparently remembering that he saw it in theaters?
Yeah, first time I've seen it, it was fine. I thought they would do more with the artistic choice to do everything cell shaded, whatever.
So I believe it's called, I looked it up. It's called something rotoscoping. Do I still have this tab open? I don't know. It's something rotoscoping.
Rotoscoping would just be drawing over the actors, right?
Yeah, so that's basically, according to what it said that, at least for this movie, they filmed and then they used rotoscoping something else technology to like have the artist then draw over the movie.
There were a few scenes where I was like, I think they missed something. Because I like was watching it and I'd like see like a flash of like an actual actor's face and I'd be like, hold on, I gotta go back and make sure that like they actually drew over that.
Like it definitely does fit with the movie, like that, this type of art style, especially because like a part of the what the drug does to your like psychoses or whatever, your psyche is like makes you see and not see things. So like it does fit that. Like it's like it's definitely an interesting choice. I don't hate it, but I'm surprised it didn't hit with me more. I also was not like when I put this movie on, I was like, oh, this is fucking animated. I was not expecting that to be like an animated movie.
Didn't we specifically talk about that?
Probably. Again, beep, they just disappear. I split my brain.
The other thing that I was thinking
Listen,
is
I'm the weed smoker first of all.
Bro, I'm the Special D guy.
In 2006, I don't know I forget what they called the fucking suit, but like that suit that like changes fate, the scramble suit. There's no way that would look good if it wasn't animated.
Yeah, that was the one
in 2006 that would have been miserable CGI.
Not only that, but like like the bugs and like when like people are like bugs on the like couch, like the guys.
I feel like we got good CGI bugs back then.
Yeah.
Maybe
like the mummy, like even the mummy wasn't terrible bugs.
Yeah,
I mean, you could
like they had some bad CGI in that movie, but I feel like the bugs were fine.
It would have been passable at the time for sure. It would have been dated pretty quickly, but I guess even this dated itself.
Yeah, I mean, it would.
I was like watching the scramble suit, and I was like, in 2006, this would have been terrible if they tried to do this in like an actual setting.
So it's funny hearing all this too, because I fucking love this movie, and I remember walking out of the theater after I watched it, like just this time, and really enjoying it back then. And I honestly think
you saw Scanner Darkly now in the theater this month.
No, I meant like when I originally saw it in the theater. I walked out and I remember really enjoying it, and then when I watched it this time, I'm like, fuck, how did I forget about this movie? I honestly think this movie's ahead of its time. I think it's really well done. I love the last 20 minutes especially, because I think those last 20 minutes are so fucking good. Like when he's on the farm that whole like how they just fucking they dope this dude up, they used him and fucking like that whole sequence of like how they just fucking literally destroyed this dude's life, and then he sees I'm gonna show this to my friends on Thanksgiving, like it literally worked, and it was the whole idea behind it is so fucking cool. I think there's a lot of stuff that was like obvious, especially on a second watch, like with what's her name, the girl being
Donna.
Hank or whatever, Donna.
Yeah.
Like I think that was very obvious. But because the same way she's always like, "Don't touch me," like like she just wanted to keep her distance from all these people. It was
Yeah, but then so I'm confused. In the middle,
the sex scene or whatever.
yeah, the sex scene is her, right? In her suit. I'm assuming that's what happens there.
I believe it's her because I think that's why she feels so bad, because I feel like she actually opened up to that guy, but I could be wrong. Like it's Bob or whatever.
Yeah, but you guys know what I'm referring to, right? Because he like rewinds it and stops, and he's like, Donna?
Yeah. But then on the
it was
camera
his
she comes up
brand
as
splitting.
okay.
Maybe it is. We don't know.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it probably is. Yeah.
I think it's intentionally unclear.
Yeah.
I also was like, so her excuse every time he tries to have sex with her is I just do too much coke.
Yeah, right.
And you're like that's. He's like, oh, all right, that's a normal response. Like, she just does too much coke.
They were all on drugs. Everything made sense to them.
Yeah. Well, I will say, like, I wrote this in my phone, like, early in the movie. I was like, this is just drugged out Iron Man, because Robert Downey Jr. Like,
Robert Downey Jr. channeled his inner fuck. Why can't I remember his name anymore?
Tony Stark.
No, fucking the Fly, Jurassic Park.
Oh, Jeff Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum. There we go. I lost his name for a second. I'm like, this is just Jeff Goldblum coked out of his mind.
Yo, and like I was, Keanu's timeless, man. This dude's like fucking his longevity and like just thinking about his career, where it started and where he is now. It's fucking insane. Like, there's not many actors that like.
But isn't this post Matrix? I'm confused.
It is. It's post Matrix.
No, but I'm saying like this dude started with Point Break, Speed, was on a fucking huge tear. Then died down for a couple of years, did like some other movies, got The Matrix, was on a huge tear, died down a little bit. But
are you really gonna sleep on the Bill and Ted movies? Are you gonna sleep on Dracula?
Yeah, well,
are you gonna sleep on
there's a lot of
Devil? No, I was gonna say
Devil's Advocate.
Devil's Advocate.
Yeah, dude. No, I'm
it was
telling
in
you,
like Jokers, right?
But I'm saying like he gets like this super boost of popularity from a movie franchise every couple of years, and fucking like, but he's always been like in good movies, and people hate on him still. I don't think as much at this point, but like people always like, "Oh, he's a shitty actor."
The J-Dub series, baby. He's no. There's no sleeping on Keanu now.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying.
We need to stop talking to Brenden. Like that's the starter, right? You just stop talking to him.
Yo, my boy KR don't like, fuck around, Mike.
I love it though, because he's one of those actors that like everyone fucking loves no matter what, and like he's just like
he's genuinely a good person. From like what you 100%. Read about him, like. Maybe there are some things. Everyone has things, but it seems like he's always like, I don't know,
he's just a chill
doing nice things for the like. Didn't he like buy motorcycles for everyone that worked on Matrix or something?
For the Matrix.
Like the stunt people.
That's why they made That's why they got him with the John Wick franchise, because all those guys did those movies. But
which is like a small random thing.
Yeah.
But I think he does I think he does do a lot of like good stuff for people that work with him and stuff. So does Guy Fieri. I'm just saying, couple of good guys, a couple of good guys. I'm just trying to, make a good buck, make a good movie, make a good sandwich. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Guy Fieri, food, Keanu Reeves, movies. Come on, Mike. It's all relative.
Sorry, I can't keep up with you and your.
Stop taking special fucking D.
Substance D.
Yeah, but you're special D because you're Michael Desir.
Oh shit!
Got that big D, you know what I'm saying?
So it's agreed. We're just gonna stop talking to him, right?
Like capital D at the end of your name, like beginning of your last name.
I understand. Yeah. I don't like it. That's the problem.
I'm changing Mike's name in my phone to Special D.
You know what? I'm doing the same thing.
Mike, change your Twitter handle to Special D, please.
I thought you were gonna tell me to change my own contact in my phone to Special D. Like, why am I texting myself?
Change your go to the fucking go get your name changed at City Hall to Special D.
Excuse me, I'd like to change my name to Special D. Sir, you are now a registered sex offender.
Anyways, we have not talked about this movie at all.
No, not
Uh,
really.
I, w- I will say, like, the opening scene, I remember that so clearly because I was just be like, what the watching all the bugs crawl over the dude. Like, I remember being in the movies and seeing that. I'm like, oh, this is so uncomfortable. It wasn't obviously uncomfortable now, but I saw it in the theater. Anyways,
Jen,
no,
Think
but
you're
that,
better
that's
than us now?
Jen wants me to pick The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent because she's obsessed with fucking
I actually
Pedro
am
Pascal.
I saw that in theaters.
I, I, I still haven't seen that movie, and I'm like dying to watch it. Like dying.
We'll see. We'll see.
I mean, you can pick it. Dom and I did see it in theaters.
No, I probably won't pick it. But we should talk
Well, I
about this
have it
movie
on
at least
DVD
for a
if you
little
want
bit. We should probably talk about this movie at least for a little bit. Whoops! I just mute my mic. I just burped into the fucking microphone. This is the worst episode on the planet.
Maybe someone's taking too much substance D. Ooh.
like
Brennan's got too much big D going on over there.
Specialty.
like I'm not gonna go edit that out of the audio pod file.
I know
So
you're not.
I'm really sorry in your car right now if you just listen to fucking me
You pulled
burp
the
into
Howard
your
Stern.
fucking ear.
Howard Stern burps into the mic.
Listen, I'm usually very good about muting my microphone for any non-talking or laughing noise over here. I apologize. My finger missed the mute button. I apologize. But yeah, the movie I think overall was good. I think I would have enjoyed it more if, which is weird to say, and it's not because it was animated. I just think I would have liked this movie better if it wasn't animated. Especially because they literally filmed the movie. Like the movie is. I wonder if there's a version of it with it's just like not edited and it's just like the same scenes with not the animation over it. I wonder if that exists.
Wait,
publicly.
I would have liked if they used the whole animation shtick more to do other
to
wacky.
do more stuff with it. Yeah.
Yeah, there were a few scenes besides the bug stuff and the scramble suit where I think they did use it. But I
Yes.
feel like they didn't use it enough.
And those I did appreciate because you noticed them when they happened. Like there were times where like one of the times when they walked back into Bob's house, like when they got to like the living room area, the room's like kind of pulled back.
Pulls back.
Yeah,
you
like-
can see like it's almost if the room was stretching.
Yes, like they did a few things like that, and when it happens, like I agree with you. I think if they maybe did a little bit more things like that, maybe it would have just kind of fleshed out them choosing that animation style.
have any of you guys ever seen Dazed and Confused?
Yes.
No,
Because that's this director.
Not
This
the whole
if you go through this guy's this
The bug guy.
director's-
The bug guy is the dude with the hat from Dazed and Confused.
Oh fuck! Holy shit! Wow, dude, that's crazy. I would have never guessed that. I actually, now that you say it, though, it's crazy.
wait, the
Honestly,
bug guy
Brenden-
Charles Freck.
Yeah.
Is this guy also? Unless I clicked on the wrong name on IMDb, is he also in fucking Not Immortals? Came out after Shang-Chi.
Eternal?
Eternals, yeah. Is he one of the
No, I'm-
Eternals?
No.
He showed up when I clicked on his IMDb. Hold on.
Brenden, look at this director's movies though. There's like a lot of crazy movies. You'd be like, oh shit, I always wanted to see that. Oh, I wanted to see this. Like Boyhood, I always wanted to see that. I never saw that. Before Sunrise, that whole series.
Okay, now
Actually-
now it's not showing up, so I definitely clicked on someone else's name.
Wait,
I was
Tom,
like, wait, that's
Brennan's
that
taking
guy?
too much. Brennan's taking too much big D over there.
Tom, did you watch Everybody Wants Some? It was like kind of like
I
a
didn't.
spiritual sequel to. It was
To
awesome. It was great.
That 70s
Yeah,
show, right?
It's really good.
No, I didn't. I don't know. He was in. This guy was also in Argo, but
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Listen,
definitely looked kind of
I've
familiar.
seen Argo. Couldn't tell you a thing that happened in that film besides the general premise of the film.
Or go fuck yourself. That's all I remember.
I thought
Yeah.
the acting in the movie was like overall pretty good. Like
The acting was really good.
It was a good cast.
Again,
like
Robert Downey Jr. channeling as Jeff Goldblum. I believed all the things he was saying, and I knew he was a drug addict. I'm like, but this
Right.
guy just sounds like he knows
This
he's
is charming, man.
well,
he's got that confidence.
the other thing too I can say is like somebody who like hasn't done drugs but has definitely been around enough people who are high to know like how people are when they're on certain things. The scene specifically when they come back and Robert Downey Jr. has purchased a bike, everything about that scene is
So
just
good.
like
It's so good.
this is written by somebody who definitely like has either been here or
But
like
they're
been
just
in a
counting
room
the years.
with people who
It's just-
are
This candy
Wait,
gears.
that's
Yeah.
only 9 years. Wait, it's actually 8 years. You know, it's like they're just going down. It's so good.
like that was such a good scene. Fuck, Robert
If you
Downey
want to buy
Jr.
this bike for $50, no, that was for an 18-wheel speed bike. This is only 8 years.
Yeah, they're gonna try
And then
to
he gives an
they're trying to-
exact price.
Yeah, he's like,
It's
you want to check
it's
that
like,
math?
no, I'll give you $22.47.
He's like, you want to check that math? There's something else Robert Downey Jr. says in that scene that was so funny, and I didn't write it down, and I fucking thought I would remember it, and I definitely don't. But it was just a funny scene when Woody Harrelson's character like spins the tire and then like leans on the fucking tire and falls forward because it's moving. Like
Yeah.
it's just really like
Woody Harrelson was also really good in that movie.
yeah.
He's so good.
Even
He's
though
good
he wasn't in it
everything.
a lot, I really liked him in that.
Yeah, he's the best.
I will say I think the only moment in the movie where the animation style I think didn't work at all was for some reason during the highway scene when they're like
knew you were gonna
slamming
say
the
that.
grass.
Yeah, it's
There's
weird.
something
It
off
looked-
about that scene.
No, I know what you're saying. It was when they were driving on the highway.
Yeah.
I kind of noticed it too. I was like, this is interesting.
Yeah,
you know?
it was, something weird was about it. It wasn't about them in the car. It was about like when it kept switching to the car, like
Outside, like, without them.
outside.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was something off about that animation. It was like I don't know. It was like I couldn't not feel like something was off in those scenes. But
I honestly, this just popped back in my head. Remember when your car used to not be able to brake?
that scene was my car. That was my
Yeah,
nine.
I just remember that now. I'm like, oh yeah, remember?
98 Camry.
Yeah, your car was just like it was just stuck in
We had to spray. We had to
acceleration or
spray.
cruise control.
We had to spray WD-40 on it. Todd, I don't know if Todd would know this because it was before I worked at Borders, so before I met Todd, and it was.
I know what car you had. You had like a smaller, like a Mazda or something at like Border Cafe when we were on the other side
Yeah,
of the
but I
highway.
still had my Camry for a little bit.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Before that, because that Mazda was the first car that I purchased.
Oh, it was a Mazda. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
My old car was a Mazda. So in high school, my like fucking 98 Camry or whatever, it had like 200,000 miles on it. I mean, this car, like, it had fucking ripped up leather seats. It had fake plastic spinners on the rims. Like, this was a car from a different
To be
era.
fair, he got the car with the ripped up seats. He chose to put on the spinners.
No, it came with the spinners. I didn't buy
It came
those.
with the spinners?
Yes.
Mm,
It
I think-
100% came with the spinners.
I feel like it came with an odd number of
Yes,
spinners.
there was a
and we
missing
had to
spinner.
get spinners.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was a missing spinner. I don't know if we ever bought the spinner though. I'm pretty sure it just always had 3 spinners on it. Anyways, they were plastic. They weren't like good fucking rims. They were just literally plastic. And I kept them in my car. But there was a point at some point where the cruise control would just get like turn itself on and just like get jammed. And it got to the point where I was in high school. I didn't have money. Like I wasn't like taking my car to get fixed. We were just like dealing with it as it happened. And it happened one time. I don't know who was it, if either of you were in my car. One of you must have been in my car. We're on Route 1 going north, and there was like bumper to bumper traffic, and then it decided to just. So whenever it happened, Todd, my car would just accelerate by itself, and it was like
Oh my god.
to the point where it was very hard to stop my car. Like I'd be slamming on the brake, but it would be accelerating, so I would just be like burning out, but still going forward. So we had to like navigate through all 3 or 4 lanes and get all the way over to the right and open my hood and spray WD-40 on the fucking.
And that's all it took.
Yeah, but I would have to do that like at least once a day.
That's fucking insane though. That's all it took.
I mean, kind of ridiculous that my parents let me drive that car for as long as
Right.
I did
Yeah, for
because that
That's
thing
what I'm
definitely
saying,
wanted to
like-
kill us.
Yeah, we all should have died way more back then. That shit doesn't
yeah,
happen.
we get. I'm definitely on like the last quarter of my life. I've burned through
Oh, same. 100%.
whatever.
But yeah, that I guess you know I should appreciate that scene more because I've lived through the same thing. What any other problems with the movie or things you didn't like other than our gripes with the animation?
I'm just glad Mike picked this because it's a movie I probably would have forgot about for a long time, and now it's like a movie I will definitely remember to watch again.
I'm
I'll probably watch it again at some point.
kind of wild to see that Mike picks better movies than you do overall. I'm just saying.
I always like this movie. Get the fuck out of here. We're gonna watch. I'm picking Prisoners again for my next pick. I'm just picking it ahead of time.
It's just doubling down on bad movies.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I liked it overall. To go back to what we cut Mike off for some reason for at the 30 minutes ago, you had said, we had all said that like there were some, or at least Todd and I had said there were good twists. And you had felt like the twists were all like very navigable.
Well, the only twist that I thought was going to happen was the whole reveal about who
Donna, Hank and Donna.
Yeah, Hank and Donna. I guess you could argue that whatever the rehab facility was called, New Life,
New Path,
that they were creating the drugs. I could have sworn that was something that was mentioned early on in the film, so I didn't really think about it that much.
Okay.
I think the twist that they were using Bob to infiltrate New Life. I guess that was a twist. I forgot about that.
Yeah. I think it's a great twist too. I think it was like I wasn't expecting anything like that. So
yeah, I think it was just a lot of like, it felt like there were a lot of twists and turns in the plot, and whether you could like suss them out ahead of time or maybe have an inkling like this is what might be happening. I feel like there were a lot of them, and they all kind of felt like they fit into the narrative. And
it was all like the last 20 minutes basically too, that like everything, like you got hit with, like that's why I thought like the end's so good, because it's like the last 20 minutes you're like oh and like over and over again. Like,
so even like I don't know, like in the middle of the movie or early half of the movie or whenever it happens, when Robert Downey Jr.'s character goes to the fucking police to like narc out on Bob, I didn't expect that to happen.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I didn't expect that to happen, and I also was, I guess I didn't think there were that many twists because at many points I wasn't 100% sure what was going on anyway, so I just took all the information as maybe I just missed something.
Yeah.
So
I mean, you played the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog, so like you're like pretty good at like figuring it out.
I'm pretty good,
you know
but I didn't finish that game yet, so I still don't even know who murdered Sonic. So
it was Bob, our actor.
Yeah, it was. What was Robert Downey Jr.'s character's name? Something Harris?
Barris. Something Barris.
So when he showed
James Barris,
I was actually confused about once that happened, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna have to take a look at this Bob guy and all of his associates." I got confused. Like, wait a minute, how does the whole organization work if nobody knows who anybody is? And I could have. I thought going into it that the scramble suit was used to essentially let them go undercover, in the sense that the scramble suit would just turn into somebody else. I thought when they were in the building, when they're showing off the suit, it was scrambling, but you could use it to turn into somebody else and you could go undercover. And I didn't understand until later that, oh no, you're just using that so you can go into the building and work inside the building and no one knows who you are. I think you could get away with a big black leotard, but the fuck do I know? I'm not in a dystopian future.
I now need a copy of The Departed, where Leo and Matt Damon wear scramble suits for the entire movie.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I don't know. It had some good kind of twists and turns that I wasn't ready for. I also, when that knowledge became apparent about Barris, like narking on him, but he's narking to the person he's narking on. I expect like there was like a slight thing the whole time where I was expecting like some sort of conflict between the two of them to arise, and I just kept waiting for that, especially because like there's a scene where like clearly Robert Downey Jr.'s character is very paranoid the whole movie. Like that's
the hammer though. Well,
when he's like making the silencer, I'm like, he's definitely gonna like try to fucking shoot him. Like what is happening?
I feel like Robert Downey Jr.'s character is like the drug addict that like is only out for himself, and like those are like the sketchiest drug addicts. Those are like the worst of the worst, because like those ones are like the ones you can never fucking trust. Like you don't even want them in your house, but they're in your house because they're part of that fucking group. It's like Yeah, no, like I don't think his character is supposed to be like. I think he's like the worst person in the movie, basically, and the cops know that too. They just are like,
Yeah.
yeah, fuck you, you're out of here.
Have any of
Yeah,
you watched? Oh, go ahead, Mike.
I was gonna say, so when the whole thing happened in the car, and said like, "Oh yeah, I left the sign on the door. I have the place booby trapped." I thought that was going to be for him to set up Bob. I
Yes,
thought
me
like
too.
Yeah, yeah,
people were gonna come in and something's gonna happen to them and be like, "Well, Bob, it's your house," and blah blah blah. Blah. It didn't happen because, god damn it, they were so drugged out. They were
Yeah.
again. It just speaks to it either speaks to the credit of Robert Downey Jr.'s character, or to my own ignorance that I thought maybe he actually did this. Maybe he was so drugged out that he pulled off some crazy shit.
Listen,
No, he's just drugged out.
Mike, Special D, it's potent. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's gonna make you do some wild things.
Can't stress enough. Substance D. Go on.
Big D.
Big D. I feel like we've talked a lot about the movie in roundabout ways. Is there anything else specifically that anyone wants to bring up or chat about before we move on from Mike's movie pick?
They really threw Bob under the bus, huh?
Sure did. That was the whole point.
Yeah, we were just using you. We wanted to fucking arrest Robert Downey Jr. and we
that's what
needed
I'm
a
saying.
fucking
I
way
love
to
how
get this flower.
We-
So
Well, it wasn't just
it's so straightforward. But he was already gone by that point, though. Like he was like his brain was fucking mush, so it didn't even matter. Like you know what I'm saying? It was an easy. That's why that movie's so good because it's just like it's like you're like what the fuck.
Well, I mean, I feel like that's like a dual thing that happens there. Like, I feel like law enforcement and government regularly use people like
Yeah, 100%.
Robert Downey Jr.'s character who like are, dealing with those problems, or if that's their lifestyle or whatever, and they'll use them to get whatever, informant type information out of them and then just arrest them. But then I also feel like there, maybe not to this extent, but I feel like there are probably plenty of people that get looped into government work, police force work, like Keanu's character, that just like, we like, you're just a cog. Like at the end of the day, this is what we're trying to get accomplished, and we're gonna spit you up however we get to spit you out. So, yeah, I don't know. There's definitely. Oh, go ahead.
no, you finish your thought. I have one more question that I don't know if it was answered or not.
Okay. I was just gonna say, I think overall, like, there's some interesting commentary about like just drug culture and drug use in the movie. Like, I need to sit with it a little bit more, or maybe it's not even like worth talking about on a deeper level. But I think
the government peddles this shit. Like they're the fucking ones doing all. It's everything that's been going on forever.
Yeah, there's definitely like I think there's definitely some like deeper subtext. I'm sure the book
100%.
probably goes into it a little bit more, would be my guess. But I think the movie does kind of like, obviously, like you just said, the basic plot of the film does kind of deal with like the government's doing this to us or whatever.
I mean, to be fair, Philip K. Dick is Minority Report, Blade Runner. He does not trust the government.
Oh, well, there you go. So yeah, very, very, very clear that's what's going on then. But I think it also just, I've never seen Minority Report or Blade Runner.
Yo, you never seen it? Oh, damn. Yeah.
Is Minority Report good?
It's so good. I love that fucking movie. Regardless of whatever else came out that Mike
What
said.
am I confusing it with then that I thought people like make fun of all the time?
It's Steven Spielberg.
He's confusing with Oblivion.
No, I'm not. I've never
Is
played.
it?
I never
No,
played that
he
Elder Scrolls
doesn't
game.
even know what that is.
I don't know what Oblivion is. No, I'm thinking of what's the fucking. Wait, is Minority Report Matt Damon?
No. Tom Cruise.
What's the Matt Damon one? That's what I'm confusing it with.
Elysium?
No, it's like a franchise.
Bourne?
Yes,
Jason
Bourne.
Bourne?
Yes, the Bourne movies. Yeah, that's what
People like the Jason Bourne movies too. That's why it's a franchise.
but it's like different.
It's like
people like Fast and the Furious, Mike.
He's
Different.
Very different
He's American
movies.
James Bond. Yeah, right.
Yeah, they're very
and that's
different
what
movies, right?
Huh?
Fast and Furious is great.
You're missing what I'm saying. I'm not saying it's bad.
Fast and the Furious is great because it's family.
Yeah, there's no special D in family in Fast and Furious. No, what I'm saying is like, given what I know about the Bourne series, which is nothing.
Mhm.
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
That's what you know about it.
That's what I know about it.
Jeremy Renner.
I guess
Only
knowing
for a movie. For
Only
one
in
movie.
Supremacy. Yeah.
knowing what I know now.
No, was he Supremacy? I thought he was Legacy.
It's in the one spin. Oh, yeah,
Legacy.
whatever.
Yeah.
All right,
Bourne
my
Legacy.
movie pick for May is we're doing a Bourne
Bourne
series
Legacy.
rewatch. No, a whole
Yo,
series. We're doing
man,
them
I'll
all.
watch that whole series. Fuck yeah.
I was not trying to speak to the quality of the Bourne movies. I was trying to
Mhm.
say that I was surprised that it was a Philip K. Dick thing. That's what I was like.
Oh yeah, they're different movies.
Yes, that's the distinction I was trying to make. That would be like right now Dom revealing that Philip K. Dick wrote Fast and the Furious. I'd be like, what? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. I'm not saying it's not possible.
He only wrote Tokyo Drift.
Yeah.
Well, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, I don't know. It was a good movie. I enjoyed it for what it was. I don't know if I'd ever watch it again, but I liked it.
My question was, so did Keanu actually have a family?
Oh, yeah, you know what?
And did his family
I don't think he
get
did.
taken away by the
No,
government?
I think he was already. I think he was already deep by then. I think we don't really because they don't show him taking a pill till like mid movie. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're like, is he taking this stuff or is he just hanging out? Then all of a sudden you see him like.
No, he was
taking
having. It seemed like he was having memories at the end, like he was like fighting, like, oh yeah, this house would be a good place to like have a family. Like, it was almost like the drugs were like where it like he was in that like state of like remembering his old life.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah. I mean,
I think
it's
you
like open-ended kind of thing.
yeah, I think you are maybe because there is that flashback where it's like showing his family and he's in that house, and his monologue during that is like something, but this life is over or something, which like maybe he'd be saying if he was currently dying, but no, I think that part of his life is over.
It might be, yeah.
Like,
I'm thinking it's one of those things that it's either elaborated on in the book, or even if it's elaborated on the book, it's purposely left ambiguous.
Yeah. The other thing that,
well, at the end, Hank says to him, "Yeah, you never had a family."
Yeah.
Well, I think
That's
the Hank part is just the
But that was before, she had driven him to the rehab. Like, that was before, like, when she was like really trying to like break his brain. You know what I mean? So
yeah. Well, yeah. So it could have just been like forcing the brain breaking.
Keep pushing his brain.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you're remembering shit that never happened. Like,
plus, I think it's also could be interpreted as like a light reveal that they're about to reveal that is Donna. Like, Donna knows you don't have a fucking family. You're fucking.
Well, I think the light reveal there was, all that shit that he said was a lie.
Yes,
because there's only two people that would know that it was a lie.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense too. The other thing I was gonna say real quick, it was I feel like I can't remember the beginning of the movie now. They never address how Keanu has ended up in that role, right? Like the movie never addresses that, correct? Like how he works in that scenario.
I'm wondering if the book, maybe the book.
I don't think
does more.
him specifically. I think they elaborate. They just say that they pick up drug addicts to basically be narcs, sort of. But I don't think they ever say how he specifically gets the job.
Interesting.
Well, I was under the assumption that they were like a police force.
I thought so too at the beginning, and that's why I was sort of confused.
Because at the end, she says officers
of some sort.
She says officers don't normally take the drugs; they usually just fake it.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what made me think like this was his job always, and then he like after he like lost his family or whatever, he got into this like.
Yeah, that makes sense too. Yeah.
Deep cover.
Unless he lost his family because he started taking Special D.
But he was getting that big D, and his wife left him. I don't know. Like, I imagine that we're not supposed to know. Like, we're supposed to think it out because it's fucking Dick. But
yep,
Special D, my boy, Philip K. Special D.
It all makes sense.
It all comes back to D, baby.
I hate this movie now.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mike. I'm sorry. That's what took it to ruin it for you. Anyone else have anything else they want to say about A Scanner Darkly? Which, by the way, fuck whoever kept saying A Scannerly Dark, because I can't. I have to very much I have to focus very clearly to not say A Scannerly Dark.
A Darker Stanley.
Maybe it's that special D you've been taking. It's making you forget what the movie's called.
Also, I feel like I don't know. There was the scene at the beginning where they scan his cell phone, and the hand hovers over arrest or don't. And it's like, what?
Yeah.
Isn't he a fucking agent at that point?
Was that just Big Brother at that point? Because it seemed
an
like they were
organization
just
above him.
Yeah, it seemed like they were monitoring everyone at that point.
Yeah.
Because they got information on her, and then they just skipped her and went right to him. It was it was weird.
Yeah, I was confused about that. I mean, initially I took that as they were scanning everybody. They saw him, and then they recognized the name and said, "Oh, this is one of our agents. He's probably just doing his work," and then said no. But maybe it was really more about Donna than it was about him. Regardless, that's why I took.
But Donna also works there. That's why I'm even more confused.
Well, that's what I'm saying, is that maybe they skipped Donna specifically because of what Dom said, and then they skipped him maybe for the same reason, sort of. Like, they're like, oh, it's a whole thing with Donna. We don't have to do anything about this because Donna's got this under control.
They quickly skipped her, and then they got to him. And so it was almost like Mike said, they know her, they had to look into him or something. I don't know.
Yeah, which is also slightly confusing to me, because it's that must be a separate organization that monitors the people that wear the scramble suits, because why would they know who he is or Donna?
Again, the scramble suit thing, I like it in concept, but in practice, I'm either not thinking about it enough or thinking about it too much, where again you could get the same results by walking into the office wearing fucking fancy leotards, but then also you have the doctors or who are monitoring these people who also just know who these guys are, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, is this guy the best one of the I feel like Linklater should be way more talked about. I'm looking through his film biography right now. Wait, what?
Todd, is your brain split? How much Special D did you take tonight?
Yo, he did School of Rock also, which I didn't realize. I would have never guessed that he was the director of School of Rock.
They're very different movies.
Yeah, but he's been known as like an independent guy, and I feel like School of Rock was very mainstream when it came out. It was a huge deal.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I mean, maybe
probably one of his biggest movies, But just looking through everything though, he did a ton of I'm like, oh, okay.
America just wasn't ready for him.
Yeah, getting back on track, because I want to wrap this up, but
I'm talking about the director, motherfucker.
Yeah, at minute 58, I don't give a fuck about Linklater's School of Rock. Well, we've talked for a bit before.
Oh, okay. I was like, Jesus.
No, we're at 58 minutes on the show.
Oh, okay.
I mean, everyone didn't pop up. We had a late start. Everyone showed up, when they needed to show up. But I think some of the best parts of the movie I didn't even fucking bring up. Almost all of the scenes, aside from the beginning, because I didn't really care for the opening of the movie, all of the scenes that focus around Freck,
yeah. He tries to kill himself.
That scene is fucking ridiculous. Also, when that thing is listing his crimes or whatever, why is the first thing he lists that he stole fingernail clippings? What the fuck? I was losing my mind. I was like, what the fuck does he even mean? But that was such a good scene where he goes to the fucking liquor store to buy an $80 bottle of wine. Everything about the dialogue in that scene, the person, because it's not him narrating it, right? It's a different voice narrating it.
It's a different voice.
Yeah,
whoever was on the radio.
It was so good. That was such a good scene. Really, really fucking funny. I enjoyed that scene a lot.
Yeah, the thing that read his sins is probably a thing that worked better in that art style than it would have if they just did straight up CGI.
Yeah. That was definitely another scene. Yeah.
And then I did enjoy. I didn't really love the whole diner scene, but I did like when he like Robert Downey Jr. kept pushing and be like, "Oh, you know, a real man could hook up a Don," or whatever like nonsense he was saying. But then when he's like, they started talking about Coke, and he's like, "I only get $3." Like, "Oh, I can get you Coke with $3 or whatever." And like as soon as they finish that conversation, then like it just speeds up, and it's just like I don't know. It's like no, I don't know. Like I assume like I associate cocaine with like fast movement. I'm sure that's like a normal thing.
Yeah.
So it's just like I don't know that conversation going to like a sped up. You know, we're gonna do these mundane scenes to go get these items at the store or whatever. I don't know. I thought it was just like visually funny. Like I enjoyed the
Yeah,
that.
great.
I don't know if that was the meaning of it, but I enjoyed
the
it.
bag in the freezer and everything.
Yeah, what was the idea behind that?
I don't.
That he's gonna the liquid the gas would go up and like the Coke would
I
magically fall. There's no
I don't
reason
know
behind it.
what nonsense he was talking about, but it was at that point where he says something about
He
science.
literally was tying a bag and putting it in the freezer, and I was like, "What is he doing?"
He
He
sprayed
says-
this shit into it. Like, yeah.
He says something about science and something about chemistry in that scene, and I literally wrote my phone, "Is this just drug Iron Man?" Because like it was just like he has all this knowledge and he's just fucking like making
No,
weird.
it was
Again,
it was
he was
yeah,
super
science, bitch.
Yes,
Yeah.
That's
it was.
it. That was that moment. Yeah.
Magnets, bitch.
Yeah, he said something along the lines of, "I think cocaine, the way that they normally distribute cocaine, it's not pure cocaine. So his science was supposed to like extract all the real cocaine out of it so that they could. I don't know. Again, I'm dumb, but he sounded so sure of himself.
Yeah,
So sure.
he was like drugged out Iron Man. Iron Man's very smart, like
I'm
doing
like
all these things.
this man, very verbose, you know, very well spoken. He must know what he's talking about.
Brenden, you should pick Fear and Loathing just so we have another drug movie next.
I feel like I wouldn't like that movie. I feel like that
No, you
movie,
wouldn't.
yeah. I feel like that
You
movie
wouldn't.
has. Does that have like the same like tenseness as like Uncut Gems? Doesn't it have like
It has some of that,
that? Yeah. I don't know. Maybe. Anything else to say about this before we wrap it up here?
Yeah, Todd, any closing thoughts? There he is.
I had to get back because you said Fear and Loathing, and Fear and Loathing is not really tension. It's just fucking like
It has those
acid.
moments though.
Yeah, it's like acid trip, but it's just like it's like more of a comedy. Like it's one of the wacky. It like fits the time period it was made, but it's so good. And it's like Johnny Depp in his prime, and everything he did after that was like very just downhill from there. Like I don't know. Like I don't care about Pirates.
I think the cardboard standee behind Mike would say different.
What is that?
Is
Pirates?
Is it there?
Yeah, it's right next to the moon from Majora's Mask.
What is it? I don't see it.
It's not there.
It's
I was just like, it's Mike's house, and Mike is turning around like, is it behind me?
I know it's not there. I know exactly where it is. It's not here. I have not moved it since it ever entered my house.
Wait,
I've
so
literally-
where is it?
It's still folded up in my living room.
Is he like
think it's
sitting
being
down? Is
held-
it like you should like sit him down on the couch or something?
Absolutely not. I didn't want to begin with it. If anything, I'm gonna move it to the basement at some point.
Okay. Oh, you're gonna go down in your basement one day and forget that that's fucking there, and you're just gonna see like a silhouette and fucking get a little freaked out, and then realize
At some point,
what
I
it is.
used to have, and I know it probably got destroyed. I never moved it from my old house to this place. The cardboard cutout, the cardboard standee of the Dos Equis guy. I used to have that. I don't know what happened to
You
that.
should set up a toy train and put them on top of the toy train in the window.
Yes, and then so when I go out of town,
Mhm.
in case I like leave a child here.
You don't want people turning on your sink and leaving the fucking house.
Not really fun fact. The
Somebody broke into your house and clogged your drain, turned the sink on.
Yeah, those fucking wet bandits. No, the handle to my kitchen sink exploded on me like maybe 3 hours ago. So like water was just shooting out of all the places. I was like, shit. I need to buy a new handle for that thing. Actually, I don't know what goes into replacing that whole shebang. I don't know what's gonna happen to it.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, I was looking at that and I should have thought about the wet bandits at the time.
But you didn't. You fucking didn't.
I
Mike.
didn't.
Yep.
Sorry. Sorry, Joe Pesci. Sorry, Daniel Stern.
Any closing remarks, Todd?
Well, just enjoyed the movie. Good pick.
Yeah, it was a good pick. It was a good pick. Nice little pick.
You're welcome, guys.
You won't get my pick tonight. I will send you all of the movies that Jen just texted me saying I should pick.
Wait, all right, just give me 3 real quick. Just rattle them off. I won't say anything.
Oh, no, I'm going to read everything she texted me.
Oh, okay, cool.
Why you want 3?
I didn't know if you were going to do any.
Oh, I'm going to read them
Give
all.
me a couple. Oh, okay, cool.
The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, The Science of
cool.
Sleep, Reality Bites.
Science of Sleep. Reality Bites is great.
Pan's Labyrinth.
Yeah, that's great. I don't think you'll like it, Brendan.
I think I've seen it before. Is it a Guillermo del Toro movie?
Yeah,
yeah.
It's the one that like
It's one that,
like.
Huh?
It is, yes. It's subtitles, but like it was like what blasted him off into like next level coming into America and everything. That movie.
Crip Camp, Breathe, Still Alice, Amelie. Emily, is that French movie?
Don't pick that movie. It's a good movie, but like it's just.
You gonna say something?
No, there was another movie you just said before that was like 2 back.
Crip Camp, Breathe, Still Alice.
Go back, yeah. Go
Pan's
back.
Labyrinth, Reality Bites, The Science of
maybe.
Sleep.
Oh, Science of Sleep is from Eternal Sunshine director.
Oh, that's probably why she picked it, because she loves that movie.
Is Still Alice the Anna Kendrick movie?
I don't know what any of these are. Knowing Jen, it's probably not an Anna Kendrick movie because she does not like that actress. But
what is it called again?
Bros, The Cell, Girl Interrupted.
Yo, pick The Cell. Just fucking flat out pick The Cell. Pick The Cell.
Why did she say The Cell?
I don't know what it is.
Pick The Cell. No, I guarantee no one here knows what it is. Pick
Mike
the
seems
fucking
to know what it is.
Don't you goddamn look that movie up. Just fucking watch it.
I might be confusing The Cell
Watch
with
it blind.
Cube, but I feel like I know what this is.
I don't know. It has Jennifer Lopez in it.
Yo, I'm telling you, that movie is like a state. That movie was meant so much to me when I was like younger, and like it's like not. You're gonna be like, "Holy shit, Todd, you're really fucked up if you think this movie meant it." But like, I saw it, like
just looking at the
Vincent D'Onofrio.
Just very
like,
little of the movie. I don't.
Yeah.
This is like not a Brenden movie, so
no. Vincent D'Onofrio is like always good, but like he's so fucking good in this movie.
Brenden, first thing that pops up: why to watch The Cell? Tense, psychological, mind bending.
I'll finish reading these. By the way, Jen's clearly listening to us because as I'm reading these, she just texted me, "You can't have other people pick your movie."
Wait, I will say this about The Cell. Like, I'll give you the premise of The Cell.
Oh, I just realized this now. It was probably when we were talking about Matt Damon. She texted me a gif of Matt Damon from Team World, or whatever the fuck it's called.
Matt Damon.
Yes, that. Yeah. Finish what you're saying.
But no, so the whole point of The Cell is that Vincent D'Onofrio is like a killer who like.
You're gonna give us the fucking plot of the movie? What are you doing?
No,
what if I pick it?
I'm giving you a fast.
I don't want it. I don't want a plot. I don't want a plot. Don't give me a plot. I don't want a plot.
Oh, you're
at a hotel, right? Or a motel? A hotel?
I don't know. What if I watch it at some point? I don't want a plot. Don't give me a plot. I don't want it.
Okay. Yeah. You know what? You're right. Actually. So, anyways, this is not.
I'll finish.
Put my hands behind my head. All right, this.
I'll finish reading it, and then we're gonna move on. Girl Interrupted, My Private Idaho, Dogfight. I can't tell if this is a joke or not. 80 for Brady.
No, don't watch that. I know what that is, but don't watch.
Yeah, we all know what that is.
Oh, we do. All right.
Wait, which one's that? Is that the one with Tom Brady?
Jane Fonda.
I don't know if Tom Brady's actually in the movie, but yeah, it's like it's Jane Fonda and maybe a cameo. I don't know if he's like in it though.
Yeah, I mean, I know Gronk's in a scene.
Who is the other? Who's the other actress with Jane Fonda in that Netflix show, Grace and Frankie? That I think that comedian.
Lily Tomlin?
Yeah, Lily Tomlin is also in it, I think. Ordinary People and Beautiful Girls.
Beautiful Girls is great. I think Ordinary People is. You know what? We haven't picked any Jack Nicholson yet. I feel like that's
sounds like a great thing for you to do on your pick, not mine.
Maybe.
I don't know if I'm gonna pick any of those or any of the ones that I listed out, but I will either
go with The Cell.
I will either put up a poll or I will pick the movie and reveal it on the next episode or whatever on Twitter. But before we get even there, that brings us to the video game leaderboards for the year, which obviously this is a movie episode, so we're going to do movies today. But before we do that, if you listen to the show, we appreciate you. There's a few other things you can do to help support the show. If you listen to the show, wherever you listen to on podcast platforms, you can leave us a review, subscribe to us, obviously share it on social media so more people can discover it. If you listen to us later on YouTube or watch us on YouTube or you watch us live on Twitch, you can find us in these other places as well, on your podcast feeds, on our YouTube channel, on our Twitch channel at twitch.tv/passcontroller. So interact with us in all those places, comments, reviews, all these things are very beneficial, and we appreciate you if you have the chance to do that. If you have a few bucks kicking around, you want to help support us, you can do that by going to passthecontroller.threadless.com and buying some swag. You can go to twitch.tv/passcontroller and you can subscribe to us, or you can subscribe to our Patreon at patreon.com/passthecontroller. We appreciate you. Any extra support you can do, even if it's just liking us, subscribing to us, and leaving a review. Those things are very, very beneficial. Jen just texted me and said, "Putting up a poll isn't picking your own movie, you coward." Okay. I mean,
well, she's very.
I disagree with that because
change the rotate. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say because maybe not for you, but for me, like when I do it, I'm like, I love these 4 movies and I wish I could pick them all. So I'm like, fucking someone make up my mind for me. But
yeah,
movies are like movies.
We'll change the rotation. So. It'll be us 4, but then we'll have a 5th movie for just Jen to pick a movie.
I'm down with that.
If you want to have to.
I don't want to wait another fucking month. Get out of here, Jen.
No, we just double up
right now.
This is what we do. This is what we do. Each month we have someone pick a movie for us.
I mean, that's cool too.
I don't know. We'll see. But anyways, the leaderboard for the year so far is Todd at 22, and then Mike and Dom tied up at 18 points in second place. We got a bunch of guest points on the board, but no guest this evening, so no need to worry about that. The way this goes down on, I don't know, what did we call the movie game? It definitely had a name at one point, and I don't remember what we call it.
It's something with reels or
keeping it real. I don't fucking know.
Who cares?
Anyways, I'm gonna reveal facts about a movie that I have chosen. And from those facts, whoever gets it first gets it correct. I'm gonna reveal information, random bits of information about the film. Movie number 1. Whoops, I closed all my tabs. That's not good. Where did I write that down? Because I definitely wrote it down somewhere.
Nice job, dingus.
Did I throw away this paper?
You blew it.
I'm so confused. All right. I guess I threw.
Go on the fly. Just take a shit on your stuff.
No, I have I had things and tabs open. Why did I close these? All right, we're gonna just fucking do it from the top, I guess.
Oh my!
Look at your history. Open up your tab history.
Oh yeah, computers, Mike. History recently closed.
With a bunch of plugs over here.
No, now I know why we can't do this, because I closed all the tabs because at some point people brought up all these movies.
We talked about all.
It was all Linklater movies, probably.
No, it was all Philip K. Dick movies. So when Dom said Minority,
gotcha. Yeah,
that's indeed what it was.
Wait. He confused Minority Report, even though he had the tab open that explained everything about the movie.
Yeah, but I wasn't looking at everything. Come on, I just that movie looks they're like blue covers. You know what I mean? Like they sound like
it's like oh, Tom Cruise. That's that thrillers. Jason Bourne movie.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna pivot here. We're gonna pivot. All right, movie number
Hard
1.
pivot.
Blade Runner.
Incorrect.
What are you saying?
It was a good shot.
It's a Blade Runner.
Blade Runner 2049.
All right, we're gonna.
Todd gets the point.
Incorrect. Okay, here we are. This 2015 rated R film. Whoops. I hate doing this on the fly. I got to open so many tabs to get all the correct information. This 2015 rated R film
Okay.
has a 73% tomato meter and a 68% audience score.
Ooh, that's rough.
Still better than most of the shit out there.
Not better than, I mean, I don't know, I guess. Sure. With a budget of $53 million, it pulled in just shy of $100 million at $99.7 million.
2015.
15.
Is this the Power Rangers movie?
Incorrect. Rated R?
That was
Oh, it's right there. I thought you said
Rated R.
yeah.
I think that came out in 2017.
That's another. I wouldn't know the year ever.
This film is nominated 24 times with 6 wins.
Oh, good for them.
None of them Oscars.
Oh.
Are they all Razzies?
No.
Are some of them Razzies?
I'm scrolling. I don't see.
Golden Globe?
Golden Schmoes. No
Well,
Golden Globe.
that
That
leaves me more confused.
I'm assuming that it's listed in order of like critical relevance for the awards. So
Oscars and Golden Globes. Yeah.
Yeah, so it doesn't have those. But the top listed ones are
Blockbuster.
a nominee for a SAG award, and
MTV Choice Awards,
and 3 nominees for satellite awards. I don't know what that is.
And a Kids' Choice Award.
And 2 nominations for Critics' Choice Awards.
I feel like Satellite does tell us something, but I don't remember what that is.
I don't even know what satellite is. Like,
I don't know what it is. Satellite Awards. International Press Academy, home of the Satellite Awards.
Okay,
Go
it's
on.
just a press award.
I guess.
I thought it was like a genre award, but I guess I was wrong.
Let's see what else we got here. What else we got?
2015, we said, right?
2015 rated R film.
Rated R.
2015. I couldn't watch rated R film in 2015. I was only 5 years old.
You may recognize at least one of the lead actors from the MCU.
Crash CU, right? Am I right?
Yeah, got him. Todd.
This MCU actor has shown up in multiple post Endgame projects.
Okay, so that rules out your RDJs, your Chris Evans.
All right, is it Barbie? Are you doing movies that haven't come out yet?
But this came out in 2015.
Oh, sorry.
The fuck is going on over there? Todd?
Too much.
We had a box office number for this. Like,
What's Special D? Wait, I didn't even hear the box office.
Is it?
Where is Todd? Todd's splitting his brain right now.
Is it Chef?
Incorrect.
I feel like you already used that.
For John
doing the
Favreau?
movie stuff.
Is that where you're saying that for John? What is the additional? What else does he show up in? I know he's in Spider-Man. What else is he in?
Don't we have 2 Spider-Mans post Endgame?
Iron Man.
Oh, you are correct. I stand corrected.
Hey,
I apologize.
What was the box office though? All jokes aside.
Like 90-something million.
Yeah, 90 something.
I was literally only using the MCU clue there. I think
feel like the
Chef,
MCU
I think
clue
Chef got
useless to
received
me.
better than that. So
Yeah, Chef was in like the 80s or 90s.
There's also an actor you may have recognized in a little film called The Batman.
Something in the way.
There's also an actor in this film who you may recognize from what I think is one of the worst MCU films. Potentially the worst one.
that literally doesn't help.
Okay,
Bad.
so let's rule out all the top half films. I think that just leaves us with what Brent considers the worst, which is The Incredible Hulk. I don't know if that's actually true, but I feel like it is.
Yeah, that's a good pick though.
You may also recognize at least one person from Ted Lasso. This actually has like a lot of people in this cast.
Okay, well, I've never watched Ted Lasso, so I'm
you missed out.
2015 rated R. No, I got nothing.
This is rated
Keep
R.
going.
Is it We're the Millers?
Fuck, I
Incorrect.
was just gonna say that too. Oh, you're wrong. Oh, damn.
I had to get it up. I had to get it out before.
Your brain went where my brain
This
went, 'cause I was about to say the
this
same
film does not have Matt Damon in it, but it does have who some people refer to as Meth Damon in it.
Oh, it's Game Night.
Incorrect.
I don't know what else he was in.
I feel
I
like I
did
see
see-
him pop
actually,
up
I
in a
did
lot
see-
of things now.
I
He's
did
in a
see
lot
He's
of
him.
got a new
stuff.
show on HBO
With
Max
with
Yeah.
Scarlett, right?
Yeah. He's
With-
in a ton of
with
stuff.
Elizabeth Olsen,
yeah,
yes.
Scarlet. Like I meant Scarlet Witch, not.
Yeah,
I knew
I
what you
knew
meant.
what you were saying.
I had to clarify it for, I don't know, anybody else.
Actually, okay. You may also recognize another actor from an MCU film that came out in the last 2 years. In the last few months.
Boy.
I still don't even know what came out in the last few months. I don't watch that trash anymore.
The last MCU film.
I don't even know. I honestly don't even know what the last MCU film was. Oh,
Yeah,
Ant-Man?
Yeah.
Ant-Man?
Yeah, man.
It laughed so
Mr.
hard I started
Cinema
coughing.
himself is just like, I don't know.
What was
I
the
don't
clue
wa-
before, though?
I'm so
That-
confused.
what-
This is like sneaky a lot of MCU people in this film, and that's
Yeah,
not
dude,
why I
MCU
picked this.
is like taking every actor at this point, though. Like, when you say
Facts.
MCU, I'm just like, oh, it's just fucking everyone.
The top billed actor has been mentioned tonight. I will not reveal that person right now, but we have talked about them earlier in the evening. The third billed actress is rumored, or maybe confirmed at this point, I have no idea, to be in that Sony Spider film.
Oh, it's 50 Shades of Grey.
It's
I
50
mean,
Shades Darker?
I mean, it is Dakota Johnson, but isn't there like a Spider Woman?
Madam Web?
Madam Web, yeah.
Madam Web, yeah.
I don't know if that cast is
And-
confirmed,
and-
but she's supposed to be in
Oh
it.
yeah, it's like filmed.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I think it's done. It's definitely done.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was also filmed in the same location that this movie was also filmed.
Oh, it's Night and Day.
Is it?
That's not 2015.
Actually, there are
That's like
2
20
people on this cast that are in Madame Web.
Jesus.
Honestly,
Is it-
I'm lost at this point. Like, I'm
Is
just
it-
like,
Oh, we said Matt Damon's not in it. I was gonna say, is it The Departed?
Incorrect.
That's
In
where my head
2015,
went. Kind
The
of too.
Departed.
I just
Oh, it's a
Wasn't-
town. Sorry.
wasn't it
Incorrect.
filmed here? Wasn't
Yeah.
Madam Web filmed here? That was my
I think it was filmed to yes. Oh, it's Ted.
Incorrect.
Head 2.
There it is.
All right.
Head
You
3D.
Is that a real movie?
No.
No.
Taglines. I don't know if I can read this.
I don't
Yeah,
think
that's
really-
literally just a fucking plot
Wait,
synopsis.
wait a second. Didn't last movie episode we talked about that we don't know any movies that Dakota Johnson are in?
I do though, and like I can't think of anything right now.
I
so
mean-
clearly I don't.
I mean,
but, like,
you all
Is it Peanut Butter
definitely
Falcon?
you
right?
you definitely all know this movie, and I feel like I've given you a lot of.
Oh wait, I feel like there was a movie that I was like, wait, Dakota Johnson was in that movie?
Oh, I know what it is. It is shit.
How bad you
I
want to
know-
creep up to first place, Mike? How bad you want it? How bad you want it,
you
Mike?
gotta-
The movie
got
that I
this,
want to
Mike.
watch,
Mike, you
American
got this.
Hustle.
Incorrect. I
No,
opened my,
it's not
I
that.
unlocked my phone. I
I
was
think
ready
it's
to
in
punch
there,
the
right?
point in, Mike. Damn, I jinxed you. I spoke on
Yeah,
the no
nice
hitter.
job.
You may recognize Ted Lasso actress Juno Temple in this movie. You may recognize Severance actor Adam Scott in this film.
I feel like I
Funny
knew Juno
fact,
Temple.
I do not recognize Juno, whatever her name is.
All right,
I
well, you
did
know
know
Adam
it is.
Scott. You may.
Adam Scott's also in Madam Web. Did you?
That's what I said. I said that. I was like, oh, actually, there are 2 Madame Web people in here. You may recognize Corey Stoll from
No.
the Ant-Man
Ant-Man.
films.
Yep.
You may recognize David Harbour from the worst fucking MCU film.
Is it Hellboy?
Incorrect.
Oh wait, what did I find out
Silent
that
Night.
David Harbour was in recently? I was like, oh, David Harbour was in this.
Silent Night, or whatever that David Harbour Santa movie is.
2015.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Silent Night came out last year.
Jeez.
Oh, wait, Silent Night 2.
You may recognize the fucking... I actually don't know a name for this character. I thought I did. I definitely do. Hold on.
Found out recently that David Harbour was in something.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit, I didn't realize David Harbour was in the game.
He's in a ton of stuff, though.
You may recognize...
Oh, fuck. Is it The Equalizer?
No. The master of the mystic arts in this film.
Okay. Benny comes.
Wait, you had to look.
Benny
You had to look up the Master of the Mystic Arts.
No, I feel like there was another nickname that someone calls him in one of the movies, and I just googled like Doctor Strange nicknames, and let me tell you,
Mr. Doctor?
none of the things there I recognize besides that. I was like,
oh, it's The Hobbit to Desolation of Smog.
no.
I was gonna say the Grinch, so
you may.
I'm glad you said that.
You may recognize. One of the Sarsgaard brothers. I'm just assuming this person's related to them. I don't know if that's true.
I'm lost at this point.
You may recognize.
Is it
from the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas
Is it
special?
The Irishman?
Incorrect. The Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special. Kevin Bacon in this film.
Is it
Juno Temple's throwing me off?
Juno Temple's pretty low on this list, Todd. I've been ascending. Benedict Cumberbatch is the number 2 actor. It is Black Mass.
I knew it was one of those fucking pop movies.
It's the Whitey Bulger movie.
Whitey Bulger movie.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah,
when you said, I remember
David
Harbour was in a movie, Mike, I was like, he was a cop in a movie. What was he even a cop in a movie?
He's always a fucking cop.
No,
I know.
He was a dirty cop in The Equalizer. And it
was
filmed in Boston. It was all filmed in Boston. So it's like I was like so confused. I was like,
wow, I thought that was a light round. I thought that was an easy mode.
Has any of us seen that movie?
No,
I still have not. I did want
I heard
to
it's
see
not
it.
good. I mean, the critics and the audience didn't give it a high score either.
I feel like it's like not. It's like mid range. It's like
I don't know. It's Johnny Depp doing a crazy impression.
Yeah, I kind of want to watch it.
They said, Johnny Depp, can you play Whitey Bulger? And he said, well, I watched The Departed, so I think so.
Oh,
I've watched people impersonate people on stage, so
I'll skip that. Actually,
I could do some like wild impression.
All right, here we go.
I've watched clowns.
All right, we're on to the next one. Movie number 2. That took fucking forever. Dom gets the point on movie 1. This 2013 PG-13 film clocks in at 2 hours and 23 minutes.
Is it Desolation of Smog?
Incorrect.
Wait, what was he here again?
2013.
2013. Okay. PG-13,
Was
2 hours.
Desolation of Smog Part 2?
I think that was
this
the one
film
that
had a
one.
budget of
I
105 million and grossed worldwide just over 350 milliroonies.
Ooh, okay. This one did well.
You said it had a budget of 110?
105.
Okay. Go ahead, Mike.
2013, PG-13, Mockingjay Part 1 or 2? I don't know which one.
Did you just guess 2 things at once?
Yeah, that's fine.
I'll accept
give
it to him.
I mean, I'm just going to say that I'm fine with it if the panel's fine with it, but this doesn't open the floodgates for someone to say, Street Fighter 1 through 6. Like, we're not doing that.
Forgot.
We're not doing
I'll
that.
be honest, I forgot it was 2 movies, so...
Okay.
I knew Mockingjay was split into 2 movies, but I couldn't tell you what year it was.
Okay.
And it was going to be one of the 2.
All right. This film, this 2013...
Wait, so he's wrong? Are you saying he's wrong?
Yeah, he was never correct.
Did we decide that there was somebody from the movie in Black Mass?
Oh yeah.
I have not given you any actors
Go
or
ahead.
actresses.
Keep going. No.
Oh,
Yeah.
is it
We're
John
talking
The
as a group.
last
Carpenter?
one.
Talking to the
Movie
group.
John Carpenter.
Huh?
Is the movie John Carpenter?
Is the movie
John
John
Carter.
Carpenter?
John Carter. Sorry.
No, it is not.
That movie did not do 350 million.
I feel like with a budget though, like that's probably like not a good thing.
This 2013 drama has a tomato meter of 48%
Ooh,
And
could have been John Carter.
and an audience
Yeah, right,
score
right.
of 67%. I don't know. It
I
did,
think-
it
I
did
think-
bring in some dollary dues though.
John
think
Carter
with-
did worse.
I think with that budget, that return is decent. That audience score is not great, and also he said drama, not sci-fi, whatever John Carter of Mars was.
Rotten Tomatoes suggests
2013 drama, 105,
300.
something.
Yep.
48. You said
48-67.
Okay.
Rotten Tomatoes suggests you might also like these films: Lincoln, 50 Shades of Grey, Trainwreck, Cake,
What?
Hereafter. I'm only reading them because I think that doesn't help you in any way. That makes no
No.
sense, those suggestions,
No.
knowing what this film is. So there's that. Let me back it up.
I'm trying to see if there's like an actor that's in all those movies.
I
can barely remember the cast of Lincoln. That's Danny Day-Lewis.
I never
think.
saw it.
Let's see. What do we got? Let me pull back up the old IMDb because I apparently closed. Oh, no, I didn't close it out. Here it is. This film is nominated for 87 awards with 50 Dubberoonies, including 2 Oscar wins.
What?
2 Oscar wins.
87
2 Oscar
nominations,
wins.
50 wins, and 2
I like
Oscar
it.
wins.
But critics and audience didn't like it.
Oh, it's Suicide Squad.
Wasn't that rated
You're
R?
right.
Incorrect, but
Oh, man, so
that
yes.
It only
that
won-
fits
it
a
only
lot
won
of the
one Oscar.
generalized criteria that
Yeah. It
that
only won
Dom
one
just
Oscar.
I thought he nailed
that
that.
Dom
I'm
had the
like,
realization of like, wait, I thought everyone hated this movie. The 2 Oscars that it won were for Best Achievement in Costume Design,
Still Suicide Squad.
and Best Achievement in Production Design.
I'm confused about that.
It won 2 BAFTAs and received 1 BAFTA nominee.
Hmm.
All right, let's pull up this cast.
13.
You may recognize a Spider-Man from this movie.
Which one?
A Spider-Man.
A Spider-Man?
A
A
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. So it could be
It could
Toby.
be Nick Cage.
It could be Nick Cage. It could also be Neil Patrick Harris, who I believe voiced him in the MTV CGI TV show.
I'll give you one gimme. It's not Neil Patrick Harris. I don't know if that person's also in this film, but that's not the Spider-Man. I'll give you that. I'll give you that one, Mike. Nice pull, but I'll give you that one. You
He didn't rule out Nick Cage, by the way.
You may recognize.
Still hasn't.
He's trying to call this bluff. What are you gonna do, Brenden?
I'm gonna continue to not reveal information until I feel like it's time to reveal information.
Okay.
You have things in front of you. I mean,
2013 Nick Cage films.
Oh, it's
Good
Nick.
luck at that point. There's so many probably.
Is it Mandy?
2013.
No,
incorrect.
That did not make $300
How
million.
old is Mandy? I thought it was.
Yeah, but that made like that was like if it made like 60 million. It's a great movie, but like
All right, some deeper info.
Mhm.
Nick Cage is not in this movie.
boo.
Some more depth to the information. You will not see.
I always love when Brenden gives us actors that aren't in the movie.
You will not see Betty White.
Well, I'm just. I I'm just gonna double check something. Hold on. Why does this name look familiar? I just saw this person in something.
You will not see
okay, I know where
Aubrey
I saw them.
Hepburn,
Wait, who are the actors we said for this movie? I'm already losing.
Not
a
Nicolas Cage.
Spider-Man.
A
Spider-Man
Spider-Man.
who is not
Have we
Nicolas
said
Cage
we
or
haven't we
Neil
haven't
Patrick
we
Harris.
haven't said any definitive actors yet though. Like
No.
we
There
haven't
is
done, like,
a
okay.
Spider-Man.
There's a
Okay.
Spider-Man. Brent's going to give us a list of actors who are not in the film.
No, I'm just making sure that the top 3 billed actors / actresses are not in the MCU. I believe you will not
Is
find
it brothers?
incorrect. You will not find the top 3 billed actors / actresses in the MCU yet.
You said this was a drama, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
I will say that we have, for the PTC Movie Club, picked at least one of this director's films already.
That doesn't help me at all.
I'm
picked-
pretty
who picked
sure.
it?
I can't tell you that. That's a little too revealing, I think. And I will say that the film that we did watch from this other director, that film also won 2 Oscars.
People didn't like this movie, but it won awards.
They win Oscars,
Also,
though, right? Oh wait, no, it did
The
win.
top billed actor?
Spiders.
The top billed actor?
Mhm.
Also mentioned earlier this evening. It was the same
this point,
same with the
I
last
feel like we've
film.
mentioned it.
What was the last movie?
The last movie was Black Mass.
Wait, we talked about
You
Johnny
t-
Depp?
you t- we talked about Fear and
Oh, yeah,
Loathing
we did.
for a bit, and then we did talk about this other actor for a little bit.
But apparently it's not Nick Cage.
We didn't talk about Nick Cage prior to Spider-Man.
I know, but you told us that Nick Cage is not in this movie.
Nicolas Cage is not the Spider-Man in this movie unless
Oh,
he
Matt
has
Damon's
unless
in
he
it.
is not on the first 20 people here listed in the cast. Then, as far as I know, he's not in this movie.
No, give me more. Give me
This
some more.
this Spider-Man has appeared in the MCU and not in the MCU.
I need more than that.
Well, that still leaves us the same 2
That's-
Spider-Mans.
Cut this down to 3. Yeah.
No, because Tom Holland has not appeared outside of the MCU as Spider-Man.
I suppose that's true.
Yeah, but I wasn't even thinking
Same
of Tom
two,
Holland. I was
so-
thinking of the other 2.
Well,
Well,
Mike started
yeah.
bringing up
was-
animated voices. I wanted to make it clear this is
Hey, is this
one
movie
of
rated
those
R?
Spider Boys. This movie's rated PG-13.
Okay.
The Spider-Man plays a
Is it the
large
Social
role
Network?
in the film.
Oh no, is it? It's not the Social Network, right?
Incorrect.
Okay.
I did want to say that earlier, but I feel like we
Yeah.
did it before.
I had to get it out there.
I'm trying to think what else I can reveal other than just giving you. I can't even give you lower actors and actresses because I don't think that's going to help anyone. Isla Fisher is in this film. I don't think
it-
it's a large role
So
anyway.
I was thinking about this movie. Is it? It's not Now You See Me, right?
Incorrect.
What is
Okay.
that movie?
That's the Magic movie with Woody Harrelson
Oh,
and,
okay. No, I know
and
that is-
Isla
no.
Fisher and Jesse Eisenberg.
Was it Isla Fisher in that one?
I think so, wasn't it?
I think you're right, but
I don't know. I'll double check
might
after,
just-
but
I might just forget what she looks like. I know she was like the 4th
she
horseman.
was she was
Right?
she was the girl in Vince
She wanted-
Vaughn's love interest in Wedding Crashers.
Yes, correct.
I didn't watch Wedding Crashers, but she's the one that gets replaced by Elizabeth.
Is it Wedding Crashers?
Incorrect. Oscars?
Oh shit! I didn't think about
Drama.
I brought up the movie. I had to guess it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Isla Fisher films. Do I know anything else that she?
Again, I think it's a very low credit
okay.
in the film. I would
Okay, I was
not
gonna say
go
like
off of
300
that.
million. So you said it's a drama. Is that what you were saying?
Correct.
300 million. That's like I feel like that's not normal for dramas.
Well, it had $100 million budget, so it's still.
Regardless, though. Oh, 100 million for drama too. Yeah.
I'm trying to find. I'm trying to find
American Hustle again.
Incorrect. I'm trying to find hard confirmation
I
on
feel like
this,
that's a good guess, though.
so I don't want to say it until I'm going to skip that.
Oh, you see this lying to us now.
No, I know about something I didn't say yet. I was gonna say, but I can't find 100% hard confirmation on it, so I'm gonna skip that for now. To remove any non-clarity at this point, the spider person that appears is Tobey Maguire.
Oh, okay. That was not where my brain was going.
I was thinking about
I was
him, but
gonna
I couldn't think
Garfield.
of any movies that he did.
I
In
was going
Besides
Garfield.
2013.
Yeah.
2013 though?
Oh, Brothers. Okay, good. Is it Brothers?
Incorrect.
Didn't I already say that this round? Or did I say that last round?
Bro, this is the movie with Jake Gyllenhaal?
Yeah. I feel like Tobey Maguire in movies at that time period was like not
Yeah.
a lot. Oh, what's that movie called? Fuck. Oh no. I don't want to give any clues away because fucking one of you guys will get it. Oh no. Although this might be too late.
Are we done getting hints?
I mean, I feel like any other hints I give at this point are gonna just be very revealing. If you are ready for the point of whoever
I don't know. I feel like we're all pretty cool.
can say it quickly. Again, I did not think I had picked hard movies for these first two.
Oh, you did.
You said that we had just talked about the top actor before?
Oh,
Yes.
Is it Seabiscuit?
Incorrect.
That's the movie I was
I
thinking.
already
Okay.
said that.
Tobey Maguire
I
is
did.
not the
I was
lead
just
actor.
saying it's
Tobey
the-
Maguire is the
Yeah.
fourth listed actor on this.
We didn't talk about Tobey Maguire tonight.
Correct. But you did talk about the lead actor.
That was why I was asking if that was. I was confirming if that was what you had said.
I can say that Mike had specifically mentioned seeing this actor in a scanner suit or whatever the fuck it's called. Swiggly suit. Or maybe it was one of the other two. I don't know. Someone had said it would be funny to see this actor in a swiggly guy suit. Anyways, we're gonna move on from that. It doesn't really help anything. That's when it got brought up. I mean,
wait, is it the Aviator?
Incorrect.
Is it
You may
Catch Me If You Can?
Incorrect. You may recognize the third build actor from the Star Wars universe.
Oh, I know what it is. It's Great Gatsby.
It is indeed the Great Gatsby.
Ah.
Didn't one of you say like you want to see Leonardo DiCaprio in a
I had
fucking
brought it up
swiggly
for
suit?
The Departed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's why as soon as you had said that, I was like, oh, it's got to be Leo if it's a Toby movie.
Yeah. I feel like I couldn't reveal Leo. I couldn't say based on a book. Joel Edgerton is the third build. He's Uncle Owen.
I forgot that movie existed.
And then the second build actress is Carey Mulligan. I don't know if that would have been too revealing.
Again,
she's in a lot of stuff, but I feel like you would.
I would need to see like a picture of her to like even remember who she is.
I think she's a love interest in Drive, or the female lead in Drive.
I remember her as Christina Hendricks.
Hendricks,
yeah.
On her IMDb, she is known for Never Let Me Go, Suffragette, Shame, and Drive.
I'm giving you a night call.
All right, let me close out all these Great Gatsby tabs, and we'll go back to movie number.
That movie only made $300 million.
Yeah, that seemed low. I was actually surprised that it.
I feel like
did that.
is that a Baz Luhrmann?
Yeah, yes, that's there. There it is. Moulin Rouge was the.
Romeo and Juliet is like the only movie I've ever liked from that guy. I don't not like his movies.
Okay.
I like the scene where they were driving over the Brooklyn Bridge and Jay-Z was playing for some reason.
So that's what I was trying to say. Was the soundtrack produced by Jay-Z?
I don't remember.
I think it was.
He was heavily involved in it.
Yeah,
Like,
I didn't want to say it in case he actually wasn't. And it was just like a misleading information,
If
but I'm
you
pretty
said
sure
that, I probably would've-
he produced the soundtrack. That movie has like 4 Jay-Z songs in it.
Yeah, it was weird.
He might have actually wrote a song for it too, like an original rap song for The Great Gatsby.
He really liked The Great Gatsby.
Anyways, movie number 3, final movie of the evening. Dom is going for back-to-back sweeps. This 2012 rated R film has 156 nominations, 95 wins, including 3 Oscars.
Well, rated R. '12 rated R.
Let's see. Let me pull up the old Rotten Tommies. This movie has a 96% tomato meter and a 90% audience score.
All right, Todd, tell us what it is.
I don't know.
Rotten Tomatoes says you might also like. This is a new favorite of mine. I'm going to do this every time now. This is very funny to me.
It obviously doesn't help.
You might also like.
Wait, Trainwreck was one of the suggestions for The Great Gatsby?
It was.
Yeah, that's yeah, right.
And
Yeah,
Lincoln.
because that girl got hit by a car.
There you go. You might also like American Sniper, Dallas Buyers Club,
Ooh.
Ex Machina, Bring Him Home. Oh, that's the fucking
Were
movie
these
poster.
movies
The
all
Martian.
from the same year?
Uh-huh.
Are these movies all from the same year?
It's so large. The text "Bring Him Home" is larger than the text "The Martian." It's so large on this fucking thing.
Brenden is the reason that they changed the title to that Tom Cruise movie.
Yeah, they changed it to Live, Die, Repeat because they're like, yeah, I want to see that movie Live, Die, Repeat. What are you talking about? You know the one with Tom Cruise where he dies a bunch of times? Edge of Tomorrow? No, it's Live, Die. Look, it's just
Wait, they
there.
changed the name of the movie to "Live, Die, Repeat."
They changed the name of the movie.
And you might also like American Hustle. So sorry, Mike, to take your guess away from you.
Is it American Hustle?
Imagine.
Brenden saw the poster of Matt Damon on the surface of Mars, and he's like, and the movie Bring Him Home. I was
listen.
He started saying the sentence. I was like, oh, bring him to the Greek. Bring him home. I've never heard that movie.
Mike, it's Get Him to the Greek. Jesus Christ. What do you not know what cinema is? Listen, I'm very familiar with The Martian. I've read half the book, Mike.
Oh, that was the problem. You only read half the book.
No. Here's the problem. Here's the
problem.
This was back in my Mars crab days.
You were like, guys, look at these pictures. There's definitely life. Look at there's a picture of this crab. There's like a hole here. It's a crab hole, guys. The crabs are coming out.
Anyways, I thought that The Martian looked good, and I was like, you know what, though? I want to read the book first. So I still haven't seen the movie because I haven't finished the book. Spoilers. He poops for potatoes, Mike.
He poops for potatoes. I know that much.
Anyways, we're way off track here. This 2012 film, let's see here.
Can you say the suggested movies one more time?
Bring Him Home.
Okay.
I already closed
it
out
was
that
Dallas
tab.
Buyers Club.
Yes,
Dallas
American
Buyers Club,
Sniper and Ex Machina. And American Hustle.
And American Hustle. I felt like there was a through line there. There was like a thing there with like either the actors or maybe the directors that I thought.
Yeah.
There was like a loose connection.
That's what I was looking for.
I can't quite grasp it though.
This film had a budget of $44.5 million. I almost said billion. $1 million. And a worldwide.
How much must you be taking?
You already know that the worldwide gross was $232 million.
Did you say what type of film this was?
This is...
For the last one you said rated R drama. I couldn't remember if you had said anything for this.
I will give you some of the genres because it lists a lot. I will give you drama thriller.
Drama thriller, 2012, rated R, lots of awards.
Is it... Is it I Am Legend?
Incorrect.
Is it I, Robot?
Incorrect.
Wait, you said this was nominated for Oscars, right?
It was. Well, we can go there now. Let's do that. Let's take a peek at the Oscars.
I don't know.
In
One of those was Phil K. Dick. I'm pretty sure, wasn't it?
in 2013, in 2013, it was nominated for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Oscars, taking home 1, 2, 3 of them. The nominations were for Best Achievement in Sound Editing, Best Achievement in Sound Mixing, Best Achievement in Music Written for Motion Picture Original Score, multiplayer only.
2012.
Best Performance by an Actor in a Supporting Role. It won Oscars for Best Achievement in Film Editing, Best Writing Adapted Screenplay, and Best Motion Picture of the Year.
Oh, so it didn't win any actor or actress?
No,
It won Best Picture of the Year.
It won Best Picture.
No, because like my guess was hinged on fucking a best actor or actress, and yeah, I was expecting you to say that. So now I'm clueless now. That sets me back. 2013 Best Picture.
The top 3 billed actors you won't find in the MCU.
Is it Departed?
Incorrect.
Is it? No.
What genre did you say again?
Drama thriller.
Drama thriller. Okay.
Part's a good guess.
You
Part
may
was 2006.
you may
I
recognize
know, but everything else fit.
you may recognize Richard Kind from this film. You may recognize
I was like, oh, Inside Out.
Yeah. He's a character actor. He's in everything.
you may recognize Rory Cochrane from this film.
Oh,
Hey, that's
shit.
Fleck.
That's Fleck. I don't know if this is helpful, but I'm just going to read it because of his first name. You may recognize Scoot McNairy from this film. I just wanted to read
Oh,
Scoot.
goddamn Scoot
now I know what
McNairy.
it is. Okay.
Wait, you know who that is?
No.
I definitely have heard Scoot McNairy.
Yeah,
Scoot McNairy's name.
I've heard that name too.
You may recognize. Okay, known for Scoot McNairy is known for this film, Monsters, Frank, and 12 Years a Slave.
See,
Who's doing for that? The director?
Scott McNairy.
Scoot McNairy.
Scoot McNairy.
Scoot
Scooter?
McNairy.
It won best film.
It won Best Film in 2013.
And the thing is,
wait. Is it Argo?
It is indeed Argo, and Dom gets the
Argo,
sweepy sweep.
fuck yourself.
I just looked up the movies that he was in. What movies was he
Yeah,
in?
I
Argo.
did too. I did too, and I was like, I definitely knew one of those films.
Again, I didn't think that was Devil Horns. That one was easier than the other two. You got it quicker, but I'm kind of surprised some of those took as long as they did. Anyways, that has been the episode. That's episode 397. I don't know. Apparently, I threw away my sticky notes that had my notes on them, so I apologize. Yes, that was episode 368 of the Pass Control Podcast. We will see you next time.